Hello. Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Let's put down the music a little bit. All right. What is up, everybody? Let's put this over here. There we go. Big computer stream, chill, Friday night, you got nothing to do. Why not watch me, you know? Why not watch me? It's almost 9 o'clock. How's it going? We got Eric. How's it going, Eric? Big Friday night, January. How's the music? How's the sound? Let me know. We got a lot to talk about. A lot of serious things going on in the world. The world's a mess. It's always been a mess. Nothing ever gets better, really. Things are either going bad or really bad. There's no, or something between it. There's no positives anymore. All right. Wait for some people to get in. We did a walking stream earlier. It's around my block, kind of boring. It's the only block I can really do. And it was cold, but it was fun. I talked to you guys about my travel woes. Istanbul, I don't think it's happening. The road trip not happening. Medellin could happen. It could. I got a room waiting for me. But I don't know, dude. I don't speak Spanish. I'm a gringo. Look at this. I'm a gringo. I'm a target, you know? They don't like gringos in Colombia anymore, man. They used to like us a couple of years ago. They liked us, you know? They were cool with us. They were interested. Nowadays, nah. It's over. We have lost their respect. Got some bad gringos coming in. We have Raven here, Southern California, not happening. Still go to San Diego. I need to do a city review of San Diego. I lived there for 3 years. Sounds scary. Don't go there. Hey, Marilyn. Hey, Chloe. You're early. Yep. Eric S. All right. I think we got 26 people in. So let's let me change my thing. Look at this. Look at what I saw over here. I'll put myself right there. There we go. I will turn off the music real quick. So I saw this on X. This is very interesting. This is a, we got a real life doll. So this has gotten 5.7 million views on X. Let's watch the video. Let's go to the beginning. Okay.
Social robots. So for example, at a convention like this, we can draw a crowd very easily. Aria's been a little bit of a rock star here with people taking pictures and coming over. So she can promote your brand. The AI is all customizable, so she can learn all about you and your brand, and she can continue to communicate to people. There's a huge epidemic amongst adolescents and seniors on loneliness. So she can be programmed to know you and learn more about you. So she can make that bond with you that feels like a genuine human connection.
But they're going to be in the houses?
We don't have the ability to clean the house. They don't do physical labor, but they're more there to converse with you. It's companionship. They can actually even be a boyfriend or a girlfriend. So we have built that into our AI as well.
All right, what do you guys think of that? So we got the robot, and the robot actually it blinks and shit. You guys see that? It blinks. It does some human stuff, you know? It's pretty impressive, actually. It moves its hands a little bit. So, I forget how much they're charging for this one, but it got 7.5 million views. Some people are saying it's a sex bot. You guys think, who here would buy one? We have any buyers here? It already looks pissed off. Yeah, it looks kind of bitchy. Like, it doesn't look like a happy robot, you know? It's kind of got like that jaded bitch face almost. Like, it does not look happy. Bottom 90% of men get to buy a robot sex doll, while the top 10% start harem families. Not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. So what they're gonna do is we're gonna get the sex robots, then we're gonna get UBI, so the UBI can pay for the sex robot, and it won't be a bad life. And UBI is Universal Basic Income. Peter says female robot won't divorce you and seek alimony. Raven says the stuff of nightmares. Tom Farley says creepy. Marilyn says she's a drunk. Chloe says Emily. Oh, I'm gonna tell her you said that. I'm gonna send that video to her. I'll admit that this is a good business model. I mean, yeah. It's got ChatGPT built into it. ChatGPT is getting stronger every month. Basically, it's getting stronger. The more data centers they have, the more energy they have fueling this stuff. It's just gonna get better and better. It's almost at the point where I think like the engineers don't even have to do anything. I think it's just they literally need graphics cards and energy just to power it, get that processing in. Oh, you guys couldn't hear it? Yeah, I had to turn it up a bit. Have you thought about spending a month in Colombia and then flying to Europe? I think I'd do 2 months, then go like maybe like March 20th there. Chile, Argentina. I mean, they're far though. I hate a far flight, man. Raven's originally from San Diego. Peter likes Belize. I would not go to Belize. People go missing in Belize. Breaking Bad. That's where Mike was sent to on a trip to Belize. AKA Walter shot him. I think Tom, you wouldn't want to buy one? Come on. Yeah, a lot of good stuff on X. Let's see, it's got its the behind of it. They made it look nice. Yep. 2030 is going to be fun. I am prepared for 2030. Imagine living with Abe Lincoln Automation. Hey Jen, how you doing? All right. Let's see. We can look at Airbnb. Copenhagen, there is nothing cheap. Nope. The one cheap... There's actually a cheap place right here I was looking at before, and it just disappeared. Someone booked it. That's how it goes. The cheapest place will get booked by someone out there. Someone in the cosmos will book something. Yeah, Copenhagen's expensive. There's no way around it, really. It's a high dollar place. But I think I'm going to go there in April. I don't know why. It speaks to me. April and May, it speaks to me. Copenhagen. I'm going to get a bike. You can ride your bike around everywhere. I wonder what 2050 will look like. I think it's going to be a world of abundance. It's going to be a world of abundance. Let's get the music back on. Yeah, there we go. A little background music. All right, what do you guys? What's the topic of discussion? So, what would you guys want in a city review? Shit. This thing's all fucked. It's like moving around on its own. City review time, I think. What are the categories you guys want in a city review? You know, you're looking at a city you want to move to or you want to travel to, short term, long term. What are the subjects? What are the key points you want to see? Check rents there yet, Peter? Where? Hopefully the poop man does not come. Yeah, he's gonna get banned. I'm gonna ban him. I'm kind of done with him. I'm done with trolls. You know, I gave him a chance to be, a normie. Cost of living for what place? Colombia sounds like someone could stab you. Yes, people are getting stabbed there. That's just the way it is. That's part of the culture. You know, it's just part of the cultural diversity. You might get stabbed, It's just the way it is. Copenhagen. It's I mean, yeah, this is the Airbnb. I have it set it for under 2,000 and there's nothing in the center. Kind of want to live in this area. There's some stuff on the outer bounds for a little less. And again, this is in January. I'm not going to go at this time. I was just kind of curious. This is in the winter. It's cold. It's shitty. The prices are going to go way up. Let's look at April. This is this 30 days? Or does it have to be? I think it has to be 1-to-1. Yeah. So this place is $2,000 in Noribro. So I guess it's on the water or near the water, and it gets you a couch, a table, a rug, a TV, which I'll never use because no one really watches TV anymore. Okay. Little bedroom. So you got the living room, then the bedroom. Bathroom, nothing special, and that's it. No pictures of the kitchen, which is weird. So that's what 2K gets you, and it's got good reviews. And this is like the best deal out right now. This is literally the best deal. And then you got stuff out here, but this requires you to like take public transportation, take the tram in, which is probably not a big deal. You know, it's like 10 minutes on the tram to get in, 10, 15 minutes. Let's go up to 3K. Let's see if you got 3K, what it gets you. Okay, so 3K opens up your horizons a pretty nice amount. Still nothing in the center really, but we got this place. This place is 2,600. I don't know why they put it in the river. It's got 12 reviews, 4.75 stars. It's got a bed, a table, looks like a balcony. So it's a pretty tight-knit studio, it looks like. Really nothing fancy. Little kitchen. At least it's divided, which is cool. And then you got a little bathroom. And that is 2,600. And you're basically paying for the location. So you got this place. Yeah, I think I looked at that place before. That's really right in the center. And then you have like this weird Freetown Christianity. I think like weed's legal here. You can sell weed there, even though it's illegal in Denmark. Like, it's like this weird place where people have no rules or something. But I've heard this area is very touristy, but it's like very nice. Like, it's like you're near the water. Let's look at this. We got a 2.8K and then a 3K. The 3K has no reviews, but let's look at it. Living area. Oops. Kitchen. Table. Looks like it's outside a nice building with some plants. Bedroom. Kitchen. Nice street. Next to the, it looks cold out there. Next to the waterways. So that's what $3,000 gets you. So that's not terrible. Nowhere comfy to sit, says Wendy. I agree. Open shower concept. Oh yeah, they love the open shower concept here. In 2 of the apartments I had in Finland, I had a sauna in the bathroom. I had like in one of the apartments it was like a really nice sauna. The other one was a smaller, but yeah. I loved having a sauna, man. I use that shit every day because it was so good to like go to the gym and then like just sit in the sauna. It was weirdly addicting, even though it doesn't even feel pleasurable. It's just addicting in a way. Pretty sus bathroom. Looks nice. Steve-O's here. Summer's gonna be fun. Sam Oliver's here. Says, what's shaking? I don't know. I'm struggling right now, man. I'm struggling. Categories: public transportation, grocery stores, rent, medical costs, and restaurants. Ooh, medical costs I haven't really thought of. That's a big one, huh? How do people do medical in the U.S., like if they're a foreigner? I don't even know. I guess they got to pay for insurance like everyone else. Yeah, when this is restaurant, shopping, bars, landmarks, food, shopping, transit. I think the 3 biggest things in a city, the 3 biggest are, number 1, is it safe? Because if the place isn't safe, it sucks. If it's not safe, it's not a good place. If everything else about it is great, but it's not safe, it's not good. It's like how Magnus Carlsen says in chess, if you have a great position but one piece isn't in a good position, you don't have a good position. Number 2 is probably the cost, and number 3 would be the weather. So safety, cost of living, and then weather, I think, are the big 3. And then, like, yeah, the other things like the food and how the city's set up. All right. You guys want to look at any other Airbnbs? Yeah, so Copenhagen's it's pretty damn expensive. It's like, you know, a little less than New York. It's basically the same cost of New York, but like outer Queens, outer Brooklyn. It's still way better than Manhattan. It's still way better than like Williamsburg or Dumbo. And when you live in this area, you are just like in the center. You get a bike. You're going to rent a bike. I already looked it up. The whole city's flat. Everyone rides these bikes and has a really good bike lane system. The bikes are seen as the same level as a car in terms of transportation. So, I mean, yeah, like there's this area here and over here, and it just takes 10 minutes. You live in this area, you are a 10-minute bike route from anything in the city, and I really like that. You know, no having to take a subway, then you got to transfer, and it takes like 45 minutes, and you're walking up and down stairs. It's terrible. Yeah, we're going to be streaming a lot this summer. Does Medicare cover abroad? I don't know. You probably have to get like some type of travel insurance. I never got travel insurance. Maybe I should have gotten it, but I think there's like a couple plans. It costs like $100 or something. It depends. Where are you going, brother? We're trying to figure it out. I think I'm going to go Copenhagen in April. So the problem is April's still a ways off. We got a couple months to fill in. Have you ever thought about going to Vietnam? I don't know, man. I've been to Bangkok twice, and Vietnam and Thailand are kind of the same. It's very similar. It's just hot and dirty. Hot, dirty, cheap. That's another thing, pollution. That's another category, actually, is pollution level. Vietnam and Bangkok, they got bad air quality. You're breathing in bad stuff when you're outside. New York, pretty good air quality. You would think it'd have bad, but it's actually quite good. Copenhagen, very good air quality. Bali, when I was there, Bali, Indonesia, bad air quality. They're burning shit. They're burning garbage. Imagine having a bag of plastic rubbish, and instead of you going to a dumpster and throwing it in a dumpster, and then a truck comes and throws it in a landfill, instead of doing that, you have a barrel, and you put it in the barrel, and then you light it on fire, and it burns the plastic away. I've seen this. I've seen a pile of trash, rubbish, and some lady just lights it on fire and just starts burning, and the smoke just goes in the air, and then you breathe it in. And when I saw that, I knew I had to get out of Bali. I was going to do 6 months in Bali, potentially. I only did 1. I said, nope. This place is sus. The food is sus. It's terrible. I gotta make. Oh, I'm gonna make a Bali video eventually. I was probably gonna get like disliked like crazy because I'm gonna talk shit about it. And of course, you're gonna have some mad influencers. Oh, it's so good. You're a loser. I don't care. You know, I was thinking I might do a city review, and I'll just do it right now. You know, I'll get my camera like right here in front of me, and I'll just like do it right here while I'm talking to you guys. So it's just easier to do. No manner, says Chloe. You get a hotel, $100 a night equal $3K. What happened to Montenegro? I never looked into Montenegro. Let's go back. Let's do the 20th. So 10 days out. Where's the capital of Montenegro? Does anyone know? Is it Budva? This is the capital. So this is Montenegro. It's this small little country down here in the Balkans. I don't think many people go there, you know. Most people in this area are going to Greece for the islands or Athens, or they're going to Croatia for the beaches and stuff. And Dubrovnik. I've been to Split, Croatia. It's pretty nice. I don't think many people are going to Montenegro. Look at this. It's just like this little country. I think the people are like kind of the same as Croatians or something. I don't know. Maybe they got raided by the Turks a couple hundred years ago. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. Let's see. Montenegro capital. What is that? Podrica? Where is it? I don't know. It's over here. Alright, this is the capital. Let's see what the prices are. The prices are looking pretty good. I mean, January's probably not the best. January's probably pretty miserable here. Let's see what you're getting in Podrica. It's hosted by Mirko. I've never heard of someone named Mirko. Nice little living room. Old Soviet style kitchen. Standard bed, orange. Different linens on that pick. I want those orange linens. It says new since October 2022. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Bathroom is tight, but that's fine. Just deal with it. Oh, it's not that bad actually. It's not that bad. You got looks like, what is that, for marijuana? Looks like a typical Balkan place. Pretty nice. And this will run us... How much will this run us? $772 for the month. So pretty good. Pretty good deal. Podrica is pretty small, says Chloe. Pineapple Waters here. Even in Mexico, they dump garbage on the side of the road on highways. Few countries follow any laws with the environment. Says KT. Yeah, it's sad. Everyone's just got to help out. They love to drink and smoke and nightlife. New Guinea, says Raven. You guys are trolling me with these decisions. If you can get a visa, Hong Kong is very interesting to showcase. Oh, that'd be great. I don't know. I just don't want to go to Asia again. I've been to Asia. It's cool, but like... Jeff Aaron says, the way you talk about it, I think weather is the number one for you. I'm just a dude streaming out there. I was streamed today. My nose started getting stuffy. I couldn't talk well. The life of a walking streamer, IRL streamer, you depend a little bit on the weather being good. Rio de Janeiro is inexpensive. All right, let's look at Rio. That's an interesting choice. That is Brazil. Brazil is dangerous. It's one of the most dangerous countries in the world. I don't know why. They got like a beautiful big country. I don't know why they would decide to... Look how big Brazil is. Brazil is huge. Brazil is basically the same size as the US, I think. It's huge. The problems with Brazil are the English isn't very good. Because the bigger the country is, the less like you're going to learn another language. But yeah, I mean, it's just a huge country. Let's look at Rio. Where's Rio? Rio's going to be pretty touristy. It's where all the gringos are going to go. I had a friend who, he's traveled the world. He's been traveling a long time, 10 years. He said the one place he's been assaulted and robbed was in Rio de Janeiro. He was on the beach, I think. He was walking on the beach. A couple of thugs attacked him, tried to get his wallet, and of course he resisted and he got stabbed. And then he had to go to the hospital. So let's look at the, on the beach, it's 2,600. So the beach area, you are priced up. To be right on the beach, like literally right on the beach, you are priced up. And this is their high season. It's January in Brazil, since it's flip-flopped, is like our June. It's prime time right now. So let's see what 1,400 gets us. We got a cheaper place. Had a decent amount of Brazilians watching the stream. Oh, look at that! Look at that fridge. That is a. We got a picture in Times Square, New York City. Look at that. Can make me feel like I'm at home. Back in Times Square. That's such a sad refrigerator though. It's just like in the corner. All right. He took 70 pictures. All right, buddy. These are some, he's real proud of this picture. He's real proud of the plants and the pictures. Okay. Oh, let's see there's the kitchen. Kitchen's terrible. Dude, can you show me the frickin' space? Okay, we got a bed. Bedroom actually doesn't look that bad. TV. Let's keep scrolling through. Usually a lot of pictures are good, but this is actually hurting this guy because it's like, dude, we don't need this many pictures. This is making me bored of this listing. Actually, I'm done with this listing. I don't even want to look at it anymore. It took too many pictures. Done. Let's see this one for 1,400. This guy has 19 pics. That's a little better. Little kitchen. Little sitting area. I like the tiling they have. Nice cool tile. Gets hot there in Brazil. Rio is a hot place. Oof, you got the washing machine next to the bed. That's a little awkward. Not terrible, I guess, but the bed looks bad. I can tell the bed looks bad. Looks like a cardboard box. And a little kitchen. Hopefully there's no ants. I feel like Brazil, there's a lot of ants and creepy crawlies and bats. Let's see what we get. Let's look at this $2,600 place. Actually, it doesn't even look good. Okay, this guy's smart. He's got where's that view? I want to see that view. Now, is this the view from the apartment? I don't think so. That's a crazy nice view, though. Wow. Nah, that's not what you get from the apartment. That's just like normie pics. Bed looks like a steel frame, says Chloe. Small and cute, says GX. Bed looks boxy. Pissed off by pics, yep. You're going on vacation, says Zorp. Not a vacation. I mean, I'm going to be live streaming. Live streaming's hard work. Live streaming it's tough work. It's like being a surgeon, basically. It's like being a high-profile lawyer. It's really contributing to society. Being a content creator, streamer. It's a necessary job. What was the word during COVID? I forget the word where the people had to work in the grocery store. Richard Kaflin's here. He's from Argentina. That couch looks rough, yeah. Have you been to Italy, says Sam Oliver. Yeah, I've been to Rome and Milan. Rome's pretty good. It's good for 2 weeks. What about Lisbon? I haven't been there. Rio de Janeiro's inexpensive. Essential workers. Content creators are basically essential workers. Like, I'm going to these places for... It's an essential thing. You also have to choose a place where they do not mind being on camera. Well, it's more like if they see the camera, are they going to rob you? Because it's going to be an easy robbing. Since when you're walking around with a camera like this, you know, it's like you're not really looking at your surroundings. Hold on, I gotta get some water. I'll be right back. Gotta get a little water. Nice lemon water. Hire a local bodyguard. Don't go to the favela. Ellen going to the UK. I don't know, you guys. So let's look at Medellin. So this is my brother has a place here. He literally has a place. I can go here actually with him. So I've been to this city twice. It's a pretty big city. It's got like 3 million people. I've been in this. It's Sabaneta, Envigado, El Poblado, Lorales. I've been to all these places. Never been to Bayo. Bayo's a shithole. Probably get robbed in Bayo. You don't want to go up there. So it's Medellin's very interesting because it's a big valley. So this is all a big valley, and I'll show you a pic in a sec. But yeah, it's interesting because like everybody has a great view. It's not like you have to be up in a high tower to get a good view. So Medellin looks like, you see it's like in a valley. This is a good pic. That's Medellin. So it's in a valley. It's awesome. And it's just interesting because the people that have the best view are the people that are up here in the mountains. But this is where the barrio is. That's where the poor people are. It's where you're gonna get robbed if you go. But funnily enough, they have the best view. I always thought that that was funny. Type in barrio. Yeah, so this is what the that's what that barrio looks like, you know. Got the houses like that. They got the best view. Of course, they're not making much money there. Can't live stream there. Gonna get robbed. They can't rob me. I'm already poor, says Scott. Oh no, come on, Scott. You lived in Brooklyn your whole life. Can always come back. Yeah, I know. Flying there and back's annoying. Singapore, you can be jailed for chewing gum. They do have good health care. Also, my friend has a home there. That's interesting. The boomers don't like Colombia because whenever they think of Colombia, they think of Pablo Escobar and the drugs and the violence. So the boomers never really bought up Colombia like they did Costa Rica and other places. It's kind of being bought up now, though. Like, I think in the last year or two is like people now understand that the whole violence thing has gone down a decent amount to where you can like reliably invest there. So I think now it's probably spiking a bit. But yeah, that Pablo Escobar, he helped the prices for a while. So over here's El Poblado. This is a pretty nice area. The prices are actually pretty good. Yeah. Where's Parque Lieres? Oh, this is Parque Lieres. Yeah, I used to live over here. Anyone want to play me in chess? I was poor there, but working. I was only in Brooklyn for a few years in late 90s. If you want South America, try looking at Chile, Peru, and Argentina. Who wants to play me in chess? Does anyone want to play me? Any takers? I suck at chess, says Scott. I would go to Argentina on a heartbeat. Would you now? Can you show the rental in Colombia? I don't think I can because I don't know, some weird person might like do something, contact someone about it, so I gotta be secretive about that stuff. You know, because someone contacted my old Chinatown roommate. Someone contacted them and it was weird. So I gotta hide the Airbnb now. There's weird people out there. Alright, who wants to play? Who's brave enough to play me? I should rename this chess stream. I don't know how to rename the stream though. Did your brother invite me? Yeah, I mean, he booked a 2-bedroom and for $900, and he was just like, "Yeah, if you want to come." Checkers, not chess. If you could pick a dream job, what would it be? Dream job would be, I don't know, inheriting a business. That'd be nice. I'd play a game of Axis and Allies. Play a friend. Who do we got here? Looks like no one. We got no chess players. We got no gentlemen, no ladies to play. We'll do the New York review video in a sec. gonna do it on. This is my trusty. Pocket 3. So we're gonna do it on this. I have a big camera, but I don't know. The Pocket 3 is so nice, so easy to use. Travel Critic would be a good job. I agree, but at some point you get old and you gotta stop traveling. I mean, I'm going to do a lot in the next Airbnb. It's just I can't tell people like exactly what it is, I guess. I can't tell people how much it is, because then they'll find the Airbnb online and they'll contact the host and say I'm like doing weird stuff or something along those lines. So we gotta, how do you inherit a business? I guess wealthy parents. My dream job would be I don't know, crypto bro in 2009, 2010. Guy who bought Bitcoin in 2010. Let's take that. Tour guide? Nah, tour guide's fun when you're learning the area yourself and you're almost giving yourself your own tour. Trust fund, yep, trust fund baby. Nepo baby. I want to be a Nepo baby. Strip club owner. On my own record store. Is it people still buying those? I don't know where to go. Oh, I screwed myself. If he goes here, I'm done with that night. What are you guys' hopes and dreams? The older people here, did life come out the way you thought it would? What was like the best decade? 80s, 90s, 2000s, 70s? What do you think was like the best decade to just be alive in general? Where just being a normie was the best. He's pushing this pawn hard. Best decade was the 1890s. Pineapple Heart says 60s probably. Have you thought of doing organized group tours? Well, I'm going to give you guys group tours on the stream. Isn't that what the stream basically is? 70s says Raven. Got a minute left. Minus the gas shortages. This guy is not giving it up. Let's see, where can we go? Let's attack him there. All downhill after Y2K, says Jeff. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's keep pushing. We can go here. Nope, he went back. Isn't chess riveting? He pushed up. Let's do a long castle. It's dangerous, but whatever. Imagine waiting 3 hours to gas up your car. Wowzers. I'm gonna lose on time. I don't really have much to This guy's gonna go here. I don't have much time left. We're gonna push through though. Attack here. Taking his time. This guy's from Germany. True Jaufa from Germany. Okay, he goes there. Let's go here. I don't know what to do. Fucking go right there. I got 6 seconds. I'm gonna go right here. Attack here. Line them all up. Oh no. Sack it. He ran out of time. You guys think I would have won that? Because if he... What could he have done? Because I had 3 right here. If he takes... I can check. And he's got to move here. And then I get a free rook. Yeah. That's just completely winning. Let's look at the game review. They also had a racing handicap machine, but it was useless. Be white and try the 4-move checkmate ploy. Oh, we don't have the gameplay review. So you can see the white bar over here. It shows you who's like better or worse. So it's pretty even. We're both not really making any bad moves. It was a pretty boring game. I started going up. See, it likes my position more. I'm a little better. Now it likes my position a lot more. It goes down a lot. I don't know why it went down like that. Ooh, it shoots up. So that move, it shoots up. I go here. It did not like that move. What the hell? It hates that move. I wonder why. Why did it hate that move so much for me? Like, what I have, what am I missing? Anyways, let's see. He makes that move, and it hates that move he did. So my thing goes up again. Yeah, I don't get this game. Now it says he's doing better. It hated that move, and then the game's over. I don't know, you guys. Peter, you're 35. You potentially need to work for 30 plus years. Are we even gonna have a society in 30 years? All right, no more chess. No one wants to play me. I thought I was totally winning there. I was watching a Copenhagen nightlife video. I was watching another walker. He got 20,000 views. Pretty good. I like all the tags. It's all like girl focused. Danish girl, travel, picking up girls. It's so funny. This guy knows his audience. He knows what people want. They want to see the girls. Any viral walking video, it's got freaking girls in the thumbnail. It's so dumb. I swear. It's so dumb. Prepare for the best possible outcome, not the worst. My bad. So I was doing a New York City review. I started ranting. This was me just using the talk option. So let's see, city review. Let's break down the public transportation. So here's what I said earlier about it. I kind of was just ranting. Is New York City worth it? Personally, for me, the answer is no. And for why that is, you're just going to have to watch this video to find out. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I want to read all this. But basically it's like, yeah, I'm talking about my time. You need one thing for New York City to be good. You need one thing. There's just one thing you need. This one special thing. And that is money. You need money. Doesn't matter how you get the money. Doesn't matter if you get the money from Bitcoin or your parents' trust fund. You're a drug dealer. You know, whatever. You're a scammer. You're a hard worker. You got a nice finance tech job. Good for you. Doesn't matter how you get the money. You're an OnlyFans girl. As long as you have money, it's the most important thing about making New York City work for you. Having a good time. Getting the best out of it. It's that one thing, money. There's no way around it. Here, what'd I say? Oh yeah, I said, 30 years ago, there were ways, I think, to get around that. You know, you're a middle class person. There were areas for you, places for you, but they're long gone. Let's see, I said New York City is the epitome of capitalism. Capitalism is just constantly in your face. It's just raw capitalism, and you see it on the both extremes of it. You'll see a guy stepping out of a 5-star hotel that costs over $1,000 a night, getting a limo. People going to Louis Vuitton stores, Chanel, the expensive hotels. You know, certain parts of the city you can just feel the money. The Upper East Side, the posh doorman, white gloves. And on the other hand of capitalism, you get a lot of exposure to the homeless. The homeless situation in New York is very bad, especially in the summer. It was crazy. During the winter, honestly not too bad. It was tame, except for maybe Penn Station. There are a lot of messed up people walking around, people doing drugs. Guys sitting outside the billionaires' row buildings, taking a nap on the street. They're on drugs. So in real time, you are seeing the winners and the losers of the capitalist system. And some people, it's either going to motivate you. It's either going to motivate you to become the billionaire, I guess, or it's going to depress you and you're going to want to leave. I think it goes two ways. Oh yeah, I say, and this ties again into the money thing. If you have money, your exposure to the losers of capitalism goes down. If you have money, do you have to take the subway? No, you take an Uber. You take the Uber from the apartment to the restaurant or the hotel. You're not really seeing the streets. So your exposure goes down a lot by, again, having money. And then I say even in the nicer areas, like West Village, so you can't really hide from it like that much. Even in the nice areas, it's like kind of messed up. The next thing about money is get you a proper apartment, a proper living space. By far, the biggest expense is going to be the housing expense. New York's the most expensive place in the world, I think. Maybe San Francisco's close. But I will admit that one thing that offsets that is you don't need a car. And what is a car, like $500 a month on average, including everything? So you do have to put that into account. And I do like that. That's actually a very big plus, not having a car. So yeah, I was just rambling. Ramblings of a madman. Let's do public transportation. So let's see if this is working, the text-to-speech. Okay. Scott Briggs says, LI grew up here. The whole point of moving here in the early 70s for my parents was to get away from MIC, which was becoming dangerous and crime-ridden. LI is mainly, though, a big bedroom community for commuters, but that's changed. I mean, Long Island suburbia, it's for families. It's not a good place for a young person. It's okay for an older person, I think, too, but for a young person, like 18 to 30, it's not very good. But other than that, it's okay. We did have the opioid crisis here. Sharon Lee, you shouldn't blame it on a capitalist system. Not everyone is created with the drive to prosper financially. All I need is a cardboard box and a can of Tuvin, says Raven. It's still my favorite city, though, says Lee Mitchell. Bizarre how LI and NYC are like different worlds. They really are. I mean, the people aren't that much different. It's more, I don't know, it's just like, this is the suburbs. But yeah, a lot of people who live in Long Island, like, they go to New York City maybe once every 2 years. They're not going often. They just drive through on their vacation. It feels like a harsher place now where people have lost any sense of community, only think of themselves, which is sad. Yeah, it's last man standing, you know. There are plenty of affordable cities and towns in the U.S. 30 years ago, you were 4. I'm just going off of what other people have said. You're right. For me, it's too late. It's like Istanbul. It's too late. I missed the timing, you know. Unlucky. We got Tasso V here and Lutra. You can glide above all the bullshit if you have money, exactly. You can just fly over it. The congestion pricing have simply decreased the traffic since you've been gone. I feel like traffic was never I was never really concerned with traffic. Only that one time on the bus. But really, the cars and the traffic, I never really cared about. If you had no concerns about money, what would be the first 5 things you would do in New York City? I mean, probably what everyone else does. You just shop and eat at restaurants and do that continually. Like a big continuous loop. You just shop and eat and shop and eat. And you buy stuff you really don't need. And that's basically it. That's life figured out. So because of the congestion pricing, are the trains all messed up now? Are like the subways jammed with people? I remember the Williamsburg L train was always packed. And that was in the summer. So I think now it's probably worse. Peter lost at strip poker. Robbie still wants his $1. He does. He's gonna hunt me down in Medellin. He's gonna put out a hit on me on Medellin. Get that $1 back. I've never played Risk. Nah. Mr. Beast gets millions. He makes good videos. You know, my videos aren't that good. Okay, I think I read everybody. It's packed, yeah, it's not good. So what can we write about public transportation? I would say the public transportation in New York City is some of the best in the United States, quite possibly the best. Period. The subway costs $2.75. Why did it do that? Do you guys see that? It stupid thing. The LIR at least is usually not packed except rush hour. You're going to run into Roberto. Well, there's Venezuelan people begging for money in Medellin. There's a lot of Venezuelan refugees. This guy brings a group in Levittown. Nice. Should have done Istanbul when they're called the Ottoman Empire. I don't think they'd want a Christian guy there. NYC is like San Fran. The cost of housing and living makes it impossible for middle class to live there. They have to live in the burbs, where housing is close to reasonable. Yeah, they got to live in Oakland. Let's keep trying this. And it can take you anywhere in the city with that price. Doesn't matter if you're going one stop or 20 stops. It only costs $2.75. The trains come pretty often. I never really had a problem with them. There's e-bikes, which are a little pricey, but you know, a decent amount of people are riding them, and they're a good option to get some exercise as well. Now, as far as the subway being dangerous, I personally never had anything happen to me. I never felt like nervous going in. Yes, sometimes people get pushed into the tracks. I don't know, you just got to be aware of your surroundings. Put your back on the wall and just keep to yourself. Just don't even look at anybody. Just keep to yourself. But at the same time, be aware of your surroundings, and I think you'll be fine. The subway itself is pretty quick. You know, there's no escalator going into it, so you have to walk up and down stairs, which is quite annoying. It is pretty it's not very simple. I feel like at first it's very confusing. There's all these lines, but slowly you figure out how it's done. You got to always look for the uptown and the downtown signage to see where you're going. Overall, it's going to be confusing for a newcomer, but I think within like a week or two, most people will be able to figure it out. Let's talk about safety. So is New York City dangerous? It's always in the headlines. You know, you got the Fox News. Every day they're bashing on it, talking about the migrants, the crime, the whatever, gang violence. So from an outside perspective, oh, and you got like YouTubers like, you know, Cash Jordan. He's making, he's making these videos just making it look like the worst place ever to live, even though he lives there still. I don't know why. I will admit that they're all, what's the word? They're all flossing it up a bit, you know. What words you guys use? You know, I'm trying to think of a word. What if you did food vlogs, Peter? Food trucks? I'll do whatever you guys want. I'm a free agent, you know. I'll do whatever. I'm a slave to you. Even though LA has gangs, drugs, violence over the past 25 years, it's different nature than New York. Long Island had that opioid addiction epidemic. I'll do a food blog. I don't care. People pushed on tracks on a fire site, and that's just the past month. But overall, I still feel safe on it. That doesn't matter, you know. Out of the thousands of trains running every month, yeah, 1 in every 1,000 times something bad's gonna happen. The odds are low though. Like I never felt sketched out. I had a few crazy homeless people start shouting shit, but I was still calm because I had a granola bar to give them. Usually, I'd throw them a granola bar, you know. Homeless person starts saying crazy, throw them some money, you know, throw them $1. If you go to New York, you need to have a couple dollars and a couple granola bars on you. So if someone starts going crazy, you have ammunition to give to them. You know, here you go. If someone gives you a nice snack, they're less likely to attack you. Living in a city where you have to be on defense all the time is no fun and gets old rather quickly. Oh, that's the word. They are exaggerating the state of the city simply for views, simply because it gets more clicks, it gets more likes, it gets more screen time attention. It's a bit misleading. On the ground, the city's kind of been what it's always been. Even so, probably like just less people overall. It's probably the safest it's ever been. Now, I will say, is it dangerous at night? Not really. The most dangerous time, actually, in my opinion and in my experience, the most dangerous time is in the early morning. 6 a.m. to like 9 a.m. I'd say. That is the witching hour. You know, that is when you got to be on the alert. That's when the crazies are really crazy. I got attacked at 8 a.m. on a Sunday morning in Soho, Broadway. Nice area, wealthy area. One of the most expensive areas in the world. And I got chased. Luckily nothing happened to me, but you guys like how it can type? The feeding hour, says Wendy. When is the right time to give granola a healthy encounter? I mean, the mayor we need to start giving the citizens granola bars so they have weaponry to give to the crazy people. It's a lot nicer now than it was in the 80s when I was offered a job there and said, no way. Oh, you should have took that job, man. You should have took that job. Will we get copyrighted for showing this? I don't think we'll get copyrighted if we show it like real quick. No, it's not this scene. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. I gotta show it real quick so I don't get freaking Dude, this could have been you, man. You could have been dancing like that. That could have been you. That could have been you, man, all night. I'm actually going to link this in my Discord. This is a great song. I'm going to link it in the Discord. There we go. Watch that. If you want some motivation to go out, watch that video I just linked. 100%. You should have taken that job. That was me, says Wendy. Is there another scene where he dances? There's like a few club scenes. There's the opening club scene, and then I think that's it. Oh yeah, there's this one. That shit looks fun. People are just like wearing weird stuff. Can't be on those videos too long. Don't want to get copyright hit. You would have had a good pension by now. Yeah, Pete, you should have went. Should have went to New York City, man. Now you're just watching YouTubers. Oh well. I need more water. I need to get more water. How is Mark? Where's Mark? You want me to get Mark? I can lure him with crunchies, with food. Let's see, healthcare. Let's talk about healthcare. This is a weird one. I don't know. I guess the hospitals? I don't know. I know there's the hospital on the Upper East Side, that big hospital. Like, where, if you get stabbed in the city, where are you going? If you get drugged, Get roofie. Where are you going? I don't know. What's that music? We'll have to skip that one because I don't really know. Let's do food. We'll talk about the food next. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video. I've been so lazy. Like, I don't know, making videos is just hard for me. I don't know why. Oops. Put this back here. Bellevue. There's Bellevue, Limelight. Limelight's a club. What was for dinner today, says Jen. My mom made some salmon. It's nice. I keep trying to get my mom to let me do a cooking stream with her. She's like, no, I don't want to do it. She doesn't want to see. She just want to hear herself or see herself. If I'm getting stabbed, I'm getting back home and going to sleep. I'm not paying that. Oh yeah, if I get stabbed, I'm saying don't call an ambulance. The ambulance ride is like $10,000. Let me just call it. Just call an Uber, man. I was at a club in 1988 on LA and I danced that song of my girlfriend. That probably must have been a nice memory. Baggy trousers, western belt, and I had a brown dress shirt and a bolo tie. Wow. That movie's effed up. I love that movie. The Lighthouse is a very good movie too. We got to see The Lighthouse. All right, let's try and get Mark. I'm gonna get more water. I'll be right back. Let's try and get Mark. All right. Oh no. Oh no. I'm hungry. Yeah, he saw the food. There's the other cat. Here, let's see if I can get this. Get this lower. Don't hit him. Here. I'm coming. Shit. The third cat was coming. Here. Cookie, come here. Let's see if we can get the black cat in here. Well, there's the cats, everybody. They're animals. They're wild animals, and they live in my house. We got 3 of them. The concept of animals is pretty crazy. I follow this Russian lady YouTube. She has a cat named Barsik. He's a big floof forest cat. Mark's a good guy. Yeah, I know. I know he is. He's a good man. Let's see if we can get him up here. Let's see if we can get him up here. The precious food. It's so yummy. We call these crunchies. Come here, Mark. Come here. Come on. I'm gonna pick him up. Come here. Come on. Come on. Stop being stubborn. Come on. Come here. Oh. You gotta say hello to everybody. There we go. Come on. All right. You want to be nice? I tried, guys. All right. That's enough with the cats. I tried. Excuse me. No more kitty cat time. It's focusing's all messed up. Alright, sorry about that. Men who love cats are damn cool. You missed the carts went in the head. Yeah, I'm gonna miss them, you know? It's unfortunate. Camera shy. Mark is a good man. Yep, it's a man. It's our first boy cat. It's gonna try and jump up here. The other cat's name's Peanut. I don't know where Peanut went. Alright, let's talk about food. Let's talk about food. So obviously New York is renowned for its food options. First of all, we're going to talk about pizza. In my opinion, pizza it's too simple the food for it to be like really amazing. You know, it's bread, sauce, and cheese. I tried a few nice places. Yeah, it's good. But did it really wow me? I mean, it was good. But again, it's bread, cheese, sauce. You know, you really can't do much with that. Unfortunately, I hate to say it. Boring answer, I'm sorry. That's wrong. Change this to boring answer. I barely ate at restaurants. This is not a... I'm going to have to lie on my city review about the food. I'm going to have to lie. Because I really didn't eat at many restaurants. I'm not a good guy to do this part. I will say, grocery store options, you have Whole Foods, which is the biggest and nicest grocery store. And you also have Trader Joe's. And then you have some random off-brand markets that will serve you just fine. Prices aren't great, which is expected. Whole Foods is expensive as hell. I'd predict you'd spend at least $600 to $7 at the Whole Foods, as opposed to like $350 to $400 in like a cheaper area's Whole Foods. That's just how it is. It's New York. You pay a lot. Now, I'm not a fine dining guy. You know, I don't like taking the little Instagram picture of the little food on the plate, the 20-course meal. I've never really done that. Too poor, I guess. But again, if you got money, you can do the fine dining, the Michelin star, 2-3 star, do that whole thing. Oh, got the cat here. Oh, he found the food. Oh no. Oh no. You big fatty. I'm hungry. Oh no, it's eating it so fast. You're gonna get diabetes again, buddy. Oh, it's delicious. Mmm. Yummy. Alright, that's enough. It's eating it so fast. That's enough, Mark. I'm cutting you off. Cutting you off, buddy. Look, he's already getting too fat. Alright, Mark. Here, I'm gonna take it away. I'm cutting you off, buddy. Cutting you off. Here, you can have that. Here, you can have this. Dude, he eats it so fast. Dude, he's gonna get diabetes again. Alright, that's enough, buddy. Just don't get diabetes, please. Ooh, it was yummy. He wants more. Look, he's looking for more. I'm hungry. He wants in. No, Mark, that's enough. Okay. Now I need you to get out of here. Actually, I'll just put this right here. Yeah, I knew he was gonna be hungry. I knew he was gonna be hungry. This thing likes to eat. Squish the cat? No. Cute cat. Can I pet it? Yep. Come over to my house. You can pet him. big he is. Where are you going, buddy? Look, he's got white paws. They love you. Yep, he wants the food. Alright, let's get him out of here. Let's get you out of here, buddy. Oh, there's the black cat. Black cat. Black cat's scared. You guys see it? Yeah, I gotta get this out of here so they leave. Come on. All right. Does anyone have anything to add about food in New York City? Did the webcam freeze? It's not moving on my end. Hold on. Looks like we froze. Not a good way to freeze. Not a good phrase stream. Okay, we should be back. Should be back. Shitty ass webcam. Oh, anyone want to get on Discord with me? Anyone want to hang out in the Discord? I'm now in the Discord if you want to talk. Probably going to end the stream soon, though. We've been going for about 2 hours here. Hey Joe, how you doing? There's a ghost behind me, that's okay. I gotta delete this. So we have food, healthcare, safety, public transportation. Here I talk about money and housing. Let's talk about the weather next. Weather / climate. Sorry, I was just looking at something. Wendy, extreme tense, gender distribution, my favorite topic. She Reckons is here. How you doing? Weather, climate. Let's say we're going to do option H. Get that. Why isn't this not working anymore? Dimension, are you into trading? What do you mean, stock trading? Day trading? Who's this, soy? 7 and raining here. Try Venice. So overall, the weather in New York City is not that bad. I think it's pretty good, actually. Wait, no, I take that back. Half of the year, it's good. Half of the year. The months of September, October, and November are quite good. December is not great, but the kind of the Christmas cheer, the Christmas lights helps you get through it. But then you hit January and February are awful. March isn't great. First half of March isn't great, but around mid-March is when a dream of spring happens. You know, we might get a 60 day. So March isn't terrible, but it's not great. Second half of March can be okay. April is a pretty good month. April's solid. And May, I think May is a great month for New York. I moved there mid-May. May's very good. But it all ends Memorial Day weekend. If you're not American, Memorial Day weekend, you know, we have Memorial Day on that Monday in late May. And that almost kicks off the summer season of New York City and the Hamptons. Memorial Day weekend. Once Memorial Day weekend happens, the population in the city notably goes down. People start leaving. It is time to leave the city, and it's time for summer vacation, Hamptons, whatever. And then we have... So overall, May is still good, but the end of May is when it's over. June and July this year, man, it was hot. It was boiling. August, I feel like it let up a bit. It was still pretty hot, but I feel like in August it got a little better. But man, the summer, especially during the daytime, it was just not good. That's almost why I wanted to leave. I don't mind the cold that much. I mean, streaming, it's terrible, but just that summer heat. You know, I was just sitting in the the subway. I was wearing my nice real estate clothes, and I was just like, dude, this is terrible. That subway in the summer is terrible. That dry underground air. Praying you get a air-conditioned train. You're on your knees praying for that air conditioning. And then we loop back to September. Overall, September's good. If I could pick a best month, probably would be October. October's probably the best. Because then it's nice light jacket weather, sweater weather. You can dress up and look nice and not be too cold or too hot. You can be fashionable. You really can't be fashionable when it's 90 degrees out. You really can't be. Because those nice clothes you're just going to sweat through. It's terrible. And then when it's too cold, it's too cold. I think October is the peak. If I could do 3 months, I think mid-September to mid-December is probably what I would do. Even though December was a little too cold. But seeing the Christmas time, I'd say it's worth it. So yeah, that's weather. But yeah, I thought summer was going to be, good. It's like, it's the summer. My last couple of summers have been in Europe, and summer's really good there. So I don't know. I should have done my research. Now I know summer in New York City is not good. It sounds like it could be good. Like, the big city in the summer heat. Nah, you got to get out of there. The concrete seeps into you. The concrete, the sun's blasting into it. You need to be around like water and nature in the summer, and it just New York, you can't get that. Central Park's pretty good. But even Central Park isn't that great because there's too many people around, October is stamina weather, says Steve. Oh, didn't mean to write that. Imagine how dead it got when New Yorkers still vacation in the Borscht Belt. Dan Lee says, that's why I left Florida. Kind of got tired of the constant heat. I enjoy winter. I'm a Four Seasons person. I agree, Dan Lee. I agree. The big thing about the Four Seasons is you get appreciative. You get appreciative nice weather when you do have the Four Seasons. You have cold. When it's constantly warm, you never have that appreciation. It's like, oh, it's a nice day. Who cares? While when you just go through a rough winter and then there's a nice day, you want to get out, man. That's why Europe's so good in the summer, because they have a rough winter. LA, no winter. There's no struggle. It's all about the struggle. Humanity has to struggle. When there's no struggle, a moment of laxity arises. 2024, we had 3 Augusts. Give Me Life says, I can't stand the hotter than hell heat. Goes through to Labor Day. You're right. I forgot to mention that. The summertime period is from Memorial Day weekend to Labor Day weekend. After Labor Day weekend, the city comes alive again. Ziggy's here. What's up, Ziggy? NYC area, you can live half and die for the half of the year. Yep. NYC and Tennessee are in hardiness zone 7, so it's the same climate conditions. Is it? I feel like Tennessee should be a little bit more warmer. That's interesting. Spring and fall are tolerable. Tom Mee says, stay in NY. January is the worst month. Once you get through it, we got it beat. Nah, February's not good either. Dimensions here. Day trading. I did it for a little bit. I'm not really a gambler. There we go. So yeah, we'll add that in there. Why does this keep messing up? Now the summer season is officially from Memorial Day weekend to Labor Day weekend. Period. And then I will add. Now, as I said before, what's the number one important thing about New York City? Does anyone remember? Can anyone give me a clue? Give me a guess? That answer is money. Now, what does money have to do with weather? Well, having money means that you have abundance in where you can live. It means that come Memorial Day weekend, you can get out of the city and go to your family's home in the Hamptons or in Italy or wherever. You don't even have to, maybe you find someone to rent out, take your rent for the month. Maybe you have so much money you don't even have to do that. You don't care. You just, your place in West Village or Soho just stays open. No one's there, whatever. And then you come back in the fall. And guess what? When it gets too cold, come January, you go to Miami. You go to the Caribbean. Again, if you have money, New York works very well. You skip the bad months. That is the strategy. That is what the people who are in the know, that's what they're doing to have the best life. Period. Okay. I'm like writing a lot. Shit. I really don't have much to say about food. It's unfortunate. Again, you guys, this is our city review that I will eventually make a video about. I've just been lazy. So we got the weather, we got food, which I kind of have to talk about a little bit more actually. Safety, danger, public transportation. There's some more stuff I can add in about that. We got to make an intro. So on YouTube, you got to make an intro. You got to make a hook point. That's what everyone says. A hook point is like that first 10 seconds of a video where it hooks the viewer in. You know? Okay, you guys, what else do we need to talk about when it comes to a city review? Here I am talking about money, the apartment, the prices of everything. Price, public transportation, safety, danger, food, weather, climate. What else do we talk about? Oh, the neighborhoods. That's a big one. Neighborhoods / where to live. That's a big one. Where do you live? You should save your file. I think it saves automatically because it's Google Docs. Close says jobs. I don't know what to say about that. It's too dynamic. Get a job in tech or finance, I guess. Get a nice job in tech or finance. Oh, dating. That's a good one. Very good, Jen. Oh, and nightlife. Nightlife. Dating. So that's another thing we have to talk about. NYC woman topic. Ratio of males to females. Your real estate experience. I mean, I'm not going to put my real estate experience in the review video. I don't think it has a place for it. Local attractions. That's a good idea. Tourist stuff. Tourist stuff. Sausage fest, bars and clubs. That's basically all of them now. That's the entire world. Big old sausage fest. Webcam. Oh no. Why does it keep doing that? This webcam sucks. I need to get something new. I need to get something better. Give me your lessons. I just found out your channel recently. I watched one of where you were getting chased by someone. Did you include that in your safety? Yeah, I think I put that in there. Hold on, let me read more of the comments. You need money, says Joe. You're right. Can hear you, but you're frozen. Shit. Alright, we're all caught up. We're all caught up, folks. Let's talk about neighborhoods, where to live. This is a very big topic, actually. This is like not a simple. This is not a simple thing. You have to break it down by borough first. So I think we'll see that. Okay, let's get up this talk to text on. This is a big topic. No, I don't want that in. Turn that off. This is a big topic and very important. In fact, the location you live might define your experience in the city, for better or worse. You might get a place in deep Queens, and you know what? You might not like it. Maybe you should have paid a little bit more and got the place in hip Brooklyn or Greenwich Village. Nonetheless, we're going to go over the best we can on this big topic by first breaking up the city into the 5 boroughs as well as Jersey. The biggest and most well-known is, of course, Manhattan. Manhattan is, quote-unquote, the big city. It's got all the big skyscrapers. It's got most of the attractions. It's what, when you think of New York, you're going to be thinking of Manhattan. And you're probably going to want to live in this part, at least in your first month, just because, you know, it's Manhattan. You at least got to do it once. But unfortunately, Manhattan pricing, it's going to be the highest in the city. And that's, you know, it doesn't take a genius to figure out why. We're going to break up Manhattan into 3 parts. Lower Manhattan, Midtown, and then Upper Manhattan. This is such a big topic, you guys. Like this is a huge topic. Safe areas to live or family friendly. Can you get a decent meal in Hell's Kitchen? I'm sure you can. It's not going to be cheap. It's going to be like average price. Include what are the most dangerous neighborhoods. I mean, I'm just going to straight up say don't go to the Bronx and don't go to like deep Brooklyn, Brownsville, East New York, Jamaica. Peter, do you like amusement parks? Not really. I'm not really a roller coaster guy. It's kind of like a waste of time. You just get all freaked out for 10 seconds, then you're done. You got to pay all this money, drive to the park. You got to sit in the lines. All for 10, 15 seconds of excitement. I'm not a big amusement park guy. I'm not a big roller coaster guy. Raven was joking. Bay Ridge. Okay. This is such a big topic. Might have to do this off stream. This is just This is just a mountain of information right here. Okay. What should we say about Lower Manhattan? Would you guys consider Chelsea in Lower Manhattan? Let's go to the Google Maps. So here's Manhattan, Google Maps. Where do you guys think the cutoff is for Lower? Would you say it's the Flatiron Bridge, or would you say it's like? For me, it's either 14th Street, Union, like 14th Street, is the cutoff, or it's going to be Flatiron and Madison Square Garden. What do you guys think? To my New York people, which would be 23rd Street. You see this line right here? It's either that or it's this. 14th Street, says Tom. Dumbo, says Raven. It's not dumb. Okay, yeah, I agree. 14th Street. And then Midtown. Midtown is from 14th Street to 59th Street, Central Park. Makes sense. Although real Midtown is more like Empire State Building and up, I feel like. And then we have Upper Manhattan, which is honestly huge. Dude, it's huge. Look how much it is. Starting from here all the way up to this tip. Inwood. You don't want to live in Inwood. Inwood is deep. Look how far that is. That is like... To get from Inwood to the financial district, it's basically like the same distance as the airport. It is far. (34th Street, Midtown). Alright, thanks guys. Thanks for the... I'm not going to lie, I don't know much about Upper Manhattan. I went over this area once, I didn't like it. Harlem, you'd probably get robbed. I would honestly just say don't live in the Bronx, don't live up here. Try and live down here if you got the money. If you don't have the money, live in like... Even Williamsburg's kind of expensive. Live in like... I never checked this area out, but Bedford Stuyvesant, I think, might have been good. I don't know. Clinton Hill. I think like this area is where... Like deep in this area is where like middle class type people are like living. I didn't want to live in this area because getting to Manhattan, which is what most people want to see, you know, it would have taken like 35 minutes going there and going back, and yeah, it's not good for streaming. Everything above 110th Street is bad. Where's that? So that is Central Park. Gotcha, Chloe. Thank you. I'm actually gonna skip this topic. This is such a big topic. I think I'll skip it. Let's talk about nightlife actually. Where's the little bulletin points? Yeah, we'll use this. In my opinion, the nightlife in Manhattan is decent, but not as good as you might think. The reality is, it was a premier nightlife spot in the 80s and 90s. So 30 to 40 years ago, it was a place where people would literally move here for the nightlife and the partying, what have you. Unfortunately, Giuliani started killing it in the late 90s, and then, yeah, sometime in the 2000s, it just went downhill. And really, the next punch in the gut was COVID. I think COVID shut down a lot of spots. COVID did a lot of damage to the city. So interestingly enough, most of the nightlife isn't even really in Manhattan, which is weird because you think Manhattan's kind of the center of it all. It should be in Manhattan. It has actually moved to Brooklyn, and not even Williamsburg. It's actually in like deep Brooklyn, like warehouse area, Bushwick, which I'm not really a fan of because it's kind of, it's far to get to. It's in a weird area. But that's where the parties are. The premier venue is Avant Gardner. And that's not really a place... I wouldn't even call it like it's not really a club. It's more like a concert venue where you have a DJ or an artist playing and people are, looking at the DJ. They got their phone out. And it's more like a concert. You got to pay $50, $60. Not really like a party per se. Let me see what you guys said. Nice to see Peter GPT really taking off. Oh, dude, ChatGPT is so... Dude, it's so good. Oh, I gotta log in. It's sad how I can just... in 2 seconds it can tell me all about New York nightlife, but I know firsthand how it is. I know, I've walked those streets. ChatGPT can give you some shitty answer that looks good, but it's not real. This is real. Let's see what else we can say. Bedford Stye, do the right thing, says Raven. Now, there is nightlife in Manhattan, and it's mostly in Lower Manhattan, and it's in these spots: Lower East Side, East Village, Greenwich Village, and West Village. East Village is kind of the college kid town. A lot of small bars, tons of bars, tons of kids drinking. Lower East Side's got more of the bigger bars, bigger clubs, kind of a cool area, a lot of graffiti, a lot of history, a lot of culture. Greenwich Village is kind of the heart of where NYU is, so it's mostly college kids. There's a lot of bars with live bands. And then we have West Village, which has a bunch of bars. We also have the Meatpacking District, which has a couple venues. Now, as far as Midtown, I think there's a bunch of rooftop bars. I didn't really go there much. But there's a couple rooftop bars. There's a couple tourist traps in Times Square. Probably a lot of people the get off work crowd is definitely there. So Lower Manhattan has more of the NYU student-y crowd and the West Village crowd, younger people. I think Midtown is more like people that just got off work crowd type. And then with Upper Manhattan, I don't think there's much nightlife besides a couple, couple dive bars here and there. I'm not even sure. There's not much there, really. People got to take the train to come down to the good place. All right, I think that's a decent answer for nightlife. We can do dating. It's almost 11. Shit. Mayor Adams says he knows where the nightlife is, says Sharon. That's nice. Guys, I'm in the Discord. If you want to come talk, you can join the Discord and you can talk to me. I'll be on for the next 30 minutes. I think I'm going to end the stream pretty soon and just kind of take a break. This is a very long city review. Look at all this. This is going to be like a 20-minute review. Talk about dating. Let's see, we can break it down. I guess we just talk about online. Online. I didn't really try dating that much, to be honest. I don't know. The summer was not sexy, let's just put it that way. That heat was not sexy. I'll just put it that way. Christmas time was, there's more romance, but I might add that in there actually. So we'll talk about online dating. Let's do it. So when it comes to online dating, probably the biggest factor is how big the city is. It depends on the population. If you're in a small 100K pop city, online dating's probably going to suck. There's just not enough people. And the smaller the city, the less likely people are to use it, just because you don't want to run into someone you know. It's kind of awkward, someone from your class or whatever. But as the city gets bigger, the more people are willing to use it. And in a city like New York City, where, this is one of the biggest cities in the world, 20 million people, people aren't going to be shy about something like online dating. Because it's like, oh, everyone's on it. The chances of you seeing someone you know is super low. So I would say... Yeah, I mean, it's... Actually... Online dating is a powerful thing in New York City. And now let's talk about the dating apps. There's really three that I think. It's Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge. Tinder's the original one. Tinder used to be what everyone knew. It was what everyone was on. But something happened during COVID where Tinder, I think it killed itself. I think it did something with its algorithm that killed itself. And now Tinder, it always had a bad, what's the word? It had a bad reputation. But it's still like, you could still meet people off it. It was weird. But now it's like, it's just full of scammers and like OnlyFans girl scammers. It's total garbage. So Tinder is not worth using. It's not worth paying for. Bumble is the other one. This is the one where like the woman, basically if you like each other, you match. The woman has to message first. That was always its gimmick. The woman had to message first, which I think kind of backfired because girls hate to message first. They usually don't send very good first messages either. They usually just say hi. Hi. I don't remember if... Bumble's okay. I wouldn't use that much time with it. I wouldn't pay for it. And then the third one is Hinge, and Hinge is kind of the newest one. I think it's owned by Match.com. And I think Hinge right now is the best one because the profile, it kind of lets you show more of your personality in the profile versus, Tinder and Bumble. You can have like voice notes on it. So Hinge is probably like the one if I would pay for it. It's going to cost like $20 or $30 a month, but it gives you like 10 free swipes or whatever. In New York, you have to pay for it. You have to pay. And I used Hinge for a little bit, like the first few weeks I was there. And yeah, but I think the thing I noticed was like, there's so many people in these big cities that everyone who's active on a dating app is probably talking to a lot of people. Like if it's two good-looking people, a good-looking guy, good-looking girl, and they're active on the app, they're both probably talking to a lot of people at once, which is kind of messed up. And they're probably going on multiple dates a week, which is also kind of messed up. That's just the way it is in the city. There's too many people. It's an inhuman experience to be talking to that many people. And what I noticed is you can't really like dilly-daddle that much. You can't ask questions that much. I think you have to be really to the point and just be like, hey, look, we're both busy. Like Wendy says, steak dinner 7 p.m. That's like that could be your first message. Hey, dinner drinks on me 7 p.m. Thursday. You say the place. I think that's the style the girls want in New York. They just want a guy who's like super direct. They probably want a dinner date. They probably just don't want to get drinks because that's kind of boring. Again, I didn't really go on that many dates here. Well, I didn't even like really try that much. But yeah, you gotta be real direct. You gotta be real quick, or else some other guy's gonna ask her, and her week's gonna be filled up with dates. Or she's gonna have 20 guys messaging her, and you're just gonna fall below in the stack, and she'll forget about you. So you gotta be quick. Because in a smaller city, there's less people, and there's less people talking to each other, so there's more time to be normal and ask a couple questions, make some observations about the profile, a little back and forth chit chat. But now in New York, you gotta be quick. I think when it comes to dating in New York, people are very upfront about career and money, because again, money very important here. It's just the way it is. Especially Manhattan. Maybe in Brooklyn, it's a little bit more chill. I don't think the Brooklyn liberals would have liked me. I'm too much of a normie. Raven says, "Are you a normie, Peter?" In a few ways, I'm a normie. In a few ways, I'm not. What would you recommend for a first date? Well, it depends on your area. I think girls in Manhattan they want a dinner date. Whereas Emily says, Emily demands a dinner date. No drinks, no coffee, no walk in the park. It's got to be a dinner, a steakhouse. And the man's got to pay. Any romantic restaurants or parks? I mean, you got Central Park. In my opinion, I think a walk is a great date. Actually, a walk's not that good because you're walking next to each other. It's kind of weird. You want to have a date where you look at each other in the face, so you can look at each other in the eyes. I think a wine date's probably the best, but I don't know. I don't think girls like that because they want the dinner. There's something about the dinner they like. The new age girls, the red pill girls want the dinner. I guess it symbolizes that you're serious. I think that's the biggest thing because drinks is very. It's too casual. Is Scores still open, says Brack? I don't know. I've never been to Scores. Are there places to take dates in New York City? Oh, there's tons. The city. You just blow money and go on dates. Where's Scores? I don't know. What is that? Okay, so that's online. That's dating. I think we covered online dating. And then, I mean, besides online dating, it just kind of ties into like nightlife, you know, like nightlife, kind of just meeting people and hopefully get her number. And yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna add that. Other ways, shit. There's also daytime old-fashioned approaching where this isn't good actually because this is very like male focused. This isn't like good for women, I guess. I guess we can like kind of make it so it ties in with women as well. There's the girl reading the book on a bench in Washington Square Park or Central Park, and the guy approaches, asks for the number, and then from there you go on a date. Again, preferably the dinner date shows you're more serious. And if you're a girl, I guess, and if you want a old school interaction with a guy, I guess just look good and open up a book, sit on a bench somewhere, and I guess hopefully a guy hits on you. I don't think I'm gonna put that in the video. That sounds a little weird, but it's true. It's like the old-fashioned day game. It's called day game. Day game approach. Cold approach. Try to get the number. People don't really do that anymore, though. People are like the Gen Z. They're not doing that, you know. I never liked doing it either. I've done it a few times. Never liked it. I always liked online dating because it's like if they swiped on your picture, that means they like your look and they're like available. And then I'll say nightlife is nightlife. There's alcohol. Easy to meet people. I think those are the three. And then the fourth is going to be, social circle. Social circle for work, friends, clubs, etc. Your running club. Running club. Apparently running clubs got really popular, and they got popular because it came out that they were a good place to meet women. That's where guys are meeting girls, at the running club. They just run. And of course, what happens? People catch on to the running club, and a ton of guys join looking for to hook up with a girl. And it just ruins it for everybody. Tourist stuff. This is such a big one. We're almost done, folks. Tourist stuff. First one I'm going to say is observation decks. Observation decks. That is misspelled. We have the Edge. We have Summit 1, Vanderbilt. We have the Empire State Building. We have the Rock from Rockefeller Center. And then we have the World Trade Center observation. So those are the 4. I've been to the Edge. It's quite good. I do recommend it. It's about $40. Try to go at sunset. You gotta reserve a time in advance. It's pretty damn good. The High Line. Put that in there. What else is there, you guys? What else is like, I don't even know, man. I guess the public library. Barack says, I have hot girls from Peru at my job. They are all like 5'1", 100 pounds. Okay. Well, that's good for you, buddy. That's good for you. Do some networking with them, some social circle work. Bill Carson is not good to approach women if she's sitting on a bench. She may be undercover cop. Get into pickleball. The mills will swarm you. Shirley said, have you ever thought of joining a group in the activity that you're interested in? What if you're not interested in anything? Should look for a female from Vermont. She sees NYC. She is yours. Random free items found on the ground. Midden, umbrella, half-eaten pizza. Bro, use NYC to bring them in. So you say, hey girl, I'm from the city. Yeah, Hudson Yards. Public library. What else? There's like so much, but it's like, museums. Times Square, you gotta go. It sucks, but you just gotta go once. Times Square. Statue of Liberty, there we go. I didn't even go to that. I feel like the tourist stuff is almost too much to say in this video review. It's not really important. But yeah, we did good today. We got a lot in. I wrote a lot. Nightlife. This is a big review. Are there any other topics you guys can think of that we're missing? So we have our intro, the pricing, public transportation, safety, food, weather, neighborhoods where to live, nightlife, dating, and tourism sites to see. Chinatown. Yep, I freaking lived in Chinatown. NYC. Antonio says Peter Parker, Circle Line. Why the food section? You know why the food section's lacking? Because I ate all my food at Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. 90% of my food was there, so I didn't. I'm literally gonna use. I might use ChatGPT to just give me some help with that, you know. Crazy experiences. Besides being chased, I don't really have any crazy experiences. Let's go to ChatGPT. Should use this thing all the time. What key points would you include in a city review? transportation, cost of living / travel, accommodation, culture and lifestyle. Nature and outdoor space. What would you guys say about culture and lifestyle? Local traditions, customs, and etiquette, insights into the vibe, opportunities to interact with locals. Okay, that's a good one. That's actually a good one. We can name it, I would put it as overall vibe. The overall vibe. Oops. That's actually a nice one. The overall vibe of the city. That's an important one. What's it actually like here? Oh, and we can do the people. What are the people like? And then the people. That's another good one. The people. What do the people look like? What are the races? Everything about it. Are they good looking? Are they bad looking? Do they dress nice? Okay, let's talk about the vibe. So overall, the vibe of New York is quite hectic. It's raw. It's in your face. You feel a certain intensity. You feel a certain way to not really bother anybody. People are busy. People are trying to work. People are trying to make money. It's loud. There's usually sirens going on. There's cars honking. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of big buildings. There's a lot of feedback going on wherever you walk in the city, especially Midtown. There's just a ton of street signs and lights. It's almost an overload on the brain. It's an overload of what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? You too good for a girlfriend, I see, bro. They use cars. Says Barack. Barack does not like the city girls. He thinks you gotta go to Pennsylvania. Jade from Lumber Capital Log Yard is the hottest girl on YouTube. That's nice. It's a mess, says Raven. Sensory overload. Yep. It's an overload of emotions, I guess we could say. Peter, do you like to go to the movies and Broadway? Yeah, they're okay. They're okay. And from people from more rural areas, it might be too intense for them. It definitely requires a certain mindset to survive. I mean, this is a big metropolis, over 20 million people. There's a lot going on. And even personally for me, even personally for me, I'm a city guy, but I'm not like a big city guy. There's just too much going on. It's too crazy. It's too intense. Too many people. I'm cool with a 500K to a million. It's too far. It's too spread out. You know, you have Manhattan. It's its own place. Brooklyn is its own world. Queens is its own world. Jersey is its own world. So in a way, it is epic, but at the same time, it can be too much if you don't have the right mindset. Let's do people. New York is one of the most diverse places in the world, and really it was the first in the modern age. It was the first diverse place. And it's actually one of the few places where diversity works, and I think that's because the city's so big that there's enough room for the Chinese people in Chinatown, and then there's room for who else is there room for? I guess there's Koreatown. I don't know what else to say. Every culture, ethnicity, and yeah, it just works. Kind of adds to it that you're in a place where basically you can run into a person from every country on the face of the earth walking these streets. So yeah, New York's very international, but at the same so New York is very international, but at the same time it never feels like you're not in America. The majority of people are still New Yorkers who speak English. Yeah, there's some migrants now. You hear Spanish a lot more. But overall, it always feels like you're in New York, if that makes sense. There's a wide variety of people. Of course, you're going to have the wealthy who look good. A lot of people dress nice. It's a big fashion city, one of the fashion capitals of the world. But despite that, you're going to see a lot of people who look like they're on their last dime, who look like they're not doing too good. So again, it's a lot of diversity, it's a lot of variety, and basically everything you can think of. All just mashed together beautifully. I would say the people are not mean. They're not mean. They're busy. This is an expensive place. I think the actual people are fine. It's just because the prices of the rent makes everyone go a little bit mad and have anxiety. I think if the rent prices were cut somehow, you'd have some great people here, but that rent just keeps people on edge. So people aren't super friendly, but at the same time, if you need help with the subway or something, there's always someone that'll take the time out of their day to come help you. The first diverse city in the world had to be in Europe. It was probably Rome. Hannah Barron from YouTube is perfect, but she is taken. What about girl from the Philippines? What about him? Yeah, we met John Doe. I mean, he's homeless. Wonder if he likes the city. Greg's here. I've had a hamburger, french fry, and ketchup pizza. Really good. Thanks, Greg. Alright guys, I'm going to take a break here. Thanks for tuning in. I think we're going to end it here soon. The illegal aliens have not helped matters with the conditions in the USA. Yeah, they're not really helping too much. I'm gonna make this smaller. There we go. Alright, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We just messed around on the computer. Hopefully you had a good time. You can join the Discord if you want. I'm pretty active on the Discord. And yeah, hopefully I'll keep refining the city review and hopefully make a video of it sometime, because this is a lot of info. A lot of good info, I feel like. We need more city reviews out there. What happened to my music? Immigration is crushing a lot of the countries. Yes, it is. Immigration's not doing too good. Minty Nada's here. How you doing? Do you know the Thermos flask? They say we have to clean it because people don't wash it, and that's not true. Never heard of the flask. Can't believe I forgot to put my music on. It's my bad.